Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't need stuff. I can come up with stuff, right? I'm not completely senile yet, I think. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Oh, just a minute. All right, everyone, welcome back to the podcast. As always, I thank you. Whether you're watching on YouTube, listening on a podcast somewhere, the audio only version, anchor.fm, or perhaps Google Podcasts, or perhaps Spotify. However you're listening, welcome back. But I have to jump right into it right now because I have some pet peeves. I have some things I saw that I am not happy with, and I have to share them with you because that's what this channel is all about. I was recently on Facebook, and and I'm not like the typical guy that goes, Facebook sucks, and I only use it like once every a week or anything. I use Facebook all the time, and normally I like it. It's a good place to get information. It's a good place to keep up with all your friends and your family when you can't be there with them. Me living in Cambodia, it's great to see what my friends and family are doing back home. I like it. But it can be very frustrating. I saw a post, and this post was simply a cartoon. It was a cartoon. It was a two-panel cartoon, which means there was a panel on one side saying one thing, the same cartoon panel on the other side, but it said another thing. And, well, here's what happened. Okay, the cartoon was on the left-hand side. It was a person with their kids looking out over a man working in a garden or doing some kind of physical labor, something like that. And the caption above that read, where the parent was saying to the kids, if you don't study hard in school, you are going to wind up with a job like this. And then on the right hand side was the same picture, the same parents, the same kids, the same worker. But this caption said, if you study really hard, you can help out a person like this, talking about the worker. Now that's okay. I understand the lesson. It's about treating people with respect no matter what their position is in life. I get it. But what I don't get is that there were like over 300 comments about this. And most of them took it way too seriously. And that's what kind of irked me. I don't know why, but that just kind of made me upset. People were writing, oh, this is a bad example all around because that man may be perfectly happy. He has a job, he has a family, he has to support, and he's doing the best he can. And other people were like, well, you know, we can make the world a better place for him, but perhaps the world he has now is better for him. Maybe he likes it. Maybe he just likes a simple life. There was all this philosophizing and about, you know, people that have low level, I guess you could say, jobs. Over 300 comments. And of course I had to chime in. I'm like, I just don't understand why so many people have an opinion about a fucking cartoon. It was a cartoon. I realize people have said things like that to kids before. When I was young, my parents used to look at a garbage man and go, hey, if you don't study hard in school, you're going to wind up like him. And now that I'm older, I realize I wish I would have, man. He makes a pretty good salary. He's got benefits. He's got, life insurance. I don't have none of that. I shouldn't have listened to my parents. But over a cartoon, man, come on. It just kind of pissed me off that more people commented on that than they did on the fact that a black Democratic woman was arrested in Georgia for standing outside of their main Congress Hall, courthouse, whatever the fuck it was, because she was against the Voter Suppression Act. That's not what it's called, but that's what it was. Georgia went back to the Jim Crow era, and they're just making it harder for people of color to vote. She was arrested for protesting that. And barely a peep for many of these idiots. I'm like, come on, you get upset over a fucking cartoon. It really made me angry and upset inside. Because it's a cartoon. Like, people on Facebook think they have to post their opinion about every little subject, no matter how major or minor it is. And they have to get their little say in there. And I've been on Facebook a long time. There is not enough subjects on there for me to post about. Some of them, I just don't care. I don't care at all. Some of them I care about. I look at a post and I go, oh, you know what? I should tell this guy. But then I realize it's Facebook. I'm not going to change his mind. It's going to turn into a shouting match. He is going to call me an idiot at some point. I'm going to call him a fucking moron at some point. That's going to be the conversation. Because you don't change anybody's mind on Facebook. I've never heard one guy step up and go, well, you know, I used to be a hardcore racist. But then somebody on Facebook left me a comment, and I thought about it and went, oh, you know what? I think he's right. And now I just loves me some black people and Jewish people. That's never happened in the history of time. So I just scroll. I don't like it. Fuck you. Scroll up, scroll. But some people just have this tendency to post about anything, like their opinion about anything, no matter how minor it is. And a cartoon is fucking annoying, man. It's like if I posted an old Garfield cartoon from back in the day, and Garfield was being Garfield, saying stuff like, I love lasagna and I love being lazy. It would just stir up all these feelings in people. I would get responses like, oh, you know, lasagna has a lot of carbs. It has a lot of grease. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to kill people by promoting this fat-laden form of food? And other people would say, oh, lazy, hey, we should get out and exercise more. I don't know what your agenda is here, pal, but you shouldn't tell people it's okay to be lazy and like a lasagna. You are wrong, sir. Of course, they wouldn't call me sir. They would call me some kind of epitaph that it's the way the internet is. But that did kind of make me upset that all these people had an opinion about a cartoon. I'm like, oh man. I don't know what's happening to the world. I don't. It's like yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to give you two separate examples of something. Two different news articles that happened yesterday that I read. And show you how the celebrity culture works compared to the corporate, I guess you could say, influence. Which one should I start with? Okay, I'll start with this one. Krispy Kreme donuts. Let me start with that one, because this one was really, really annoying. Krispy Kreme donuts came out and said, listen, in all of our locations across the United States, anybody who comes in and shows a vaccination card that they've received the vaccine, we will give you one free donut per day for the rest of the year. And I thought that was awesome. Here is a corporation taking a loss in an effort to get people to get vaccinated so we can help save some fucking lives and help us get over this pandemic that's been going on for a year and a half now, or almost. That should have been a great gesture. Gesture? Yeah, gesture. It should have been met with celebration and praise. But the internet thought different. All of a sudden, the internet was blowing up going, oh, you're going to eat a donut? You should not eat a donut every day. It's bad for your fucking health. If you eat a donut a day, you're going to become obese, and obese people are more likely to get the COVID than other people. And all of a sudden, Krispy Kreme is like this evil corporation because they're telling people, get a vaccine, help save lives, we'll give you a free donut every day for the rest of the year if you want it. It's not mandatory. You don't have to go into Krispy Kreme and get a fucking donut every day. Jesus, people. Come on. They're not making you do it. It's not obligatory. They're saying there's a reward for you. Hey, you come in, you show your card, you get one of the, and there's no purchase necessary. You don't have to buy anything else. Nobody's, well, maybe some people, but I believe most people are not going to go in there and buy like a dozen a day and get their one free one because there's no purchase. Go in there, you get one standard glazed donut for the rest of the year. Yay! I don't understand the issue with that. And people went nuts. They were like, no, you suck. You're trying to promote obesity and you're trying to promote an unhealthy lifestyle to the people who are most vulnerable. Oh, my God. But then on the same day, yesterday, I read, and this is nothing against this person. I want you to know this. I love this person. Been a fan for a long, long time. I'm a huge wrestling nerd. In case you didn't know, I'll talk about that in another video. But Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Yeah, The Rock. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment. The people's champion. There was a trend on TikTok by a certain individual, a woman, who said something along the lines of, let me see you take a tequila shot. A shot of tequila without making a stupid face. I guess she was just sick of these faces men made when they, when they took a shot of tequila. Because you always do this. You go, like you're dying. And she was like, take a shot without showing that stupid face. Be a man, kind of thing, Well, it trended on TikTok. Of course it did. That's where all the half-naked people live. I don't know what they do in their spare time, but I assume they're just waiting for another chance to get half-naked and dance for 30 seconds. But The Rock took it seriously. He has his own tequila brand, in case you didn't know. So he posted on his social media him taking a full bottle of his tequila and drinking half the bottle in one drink and didn't even flinch. Drank it, put it down and went, and that was it. And the internet went nuts in a good way. Like, oh my God, that was so fucking awesome. That was great. I can't believe he did that. I could never do that. Oh my God, he's a hero. Ooh. And I'm like, this dude has millions and millions and millions of fans watching this. And I almost guarantee you that at some point, somebody's going to hurt themselves trying to do the same thing because they try to imitate him, the immature people. And not a good idea. But because he did it, people are going to try to do it themselves so they can be cool. And everybody was all for it. So I'm like, okay, wait, you got this public figure with millions and millions and millions of fans drinking a half bottle of tequila in one shot without making a face, and that's all good. That's cool. Hey, let's promote the alcoholism. Okay. Why don't you say that for somebody like me, who doesn't? I mean, I'm not anybody else anyway. But they were fine with that. But then, Krispy Kreme. Oh, one free donut if you want it. If you want it, one free donut every day if you want. If you want. I have to stress that because a lot of people felt like it was just the most horrible thing ever. Like, oh, people are going to go in and get a donut every day. Oh my God, who eats a donut? One donut every day. Ah. And they are vilified. Luckily, the CEO of Krispy Kreme stood his ground and said basically what I just said. Like, hey, you don't have to come in and get a donut every day. Shit, man. I mean, he didn't say shit, but that was his attitude. Like, shit, man. Just like whenever you're around one, you know. Eat one a week. One every few days. Whenever you feel the need. Come in there and get one. It was crazy. And sometimes social media will just make you think these crazy thoughts. Like, what are these people thinking? You're getting all upset and getting into arguments with people over a cartoon, over getting a free fucking donut, and over a celebrity drinking a half bottle of tequila that you are like, oh, that's just great. And again, nothing against The Rock. He's not going to see this anyway. I love the man. He was one of my favorite professional wrestlers of all time. Loved most of his movies, especially with Kevin Hart. Very funny stuff. But I was just using that as an example of how the internet can just be fucked up sometimes. I don't understand it. And I'm going to say one more thing here. Just one. I'm going to give you one of my pet peeves. I might do this once a night. Or once every video. One of my pet peeves, if you're using Facebook Messenger and you want to message me something, think about what you want to say, write it out in one message, just one, and hit send. I will reply to you when I can. What I hate is when people type 3 or 4 words, hit send. 3 or 4 more words, hit send. 3 or 4 more words, hit send. Because my phone is on vibrate and it feels like it's blowing up like Hiroshima. And I can't keep up with the conversation. I just quit at that point. Listen, you want to tell me something? You know, Messenger, you can have long form conversations. It's okay. You don't have to do one sentence at a time. If you have something to add to your original message, wait a few minutes. It's okay. I'll get back to you. I promise. But when it's just like bzz, 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 and it's just like 4 or 5 sentences that could have been made into one, I get kind of pissed off. I got to say, I don't understand it. Think about what you want to say. Put it all in one message and send it to me. I don't know about you, but give me some of your pet peeves in the comments below. Tell me what you don't like about the social media. Tell me what you don't like when people do things using social media. And maybe I'll use it in a future podcast. All right, that's going to do it for me. Again, I really do want to thank you for watching. I didn't express that at the beginning because I was so full of rage. But I do. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you listening. Check out all my links down below. I have my PayPal down there so you can help an old man not have a heart attack through your donations. I appreciate that. Keeping me alive. There's a live show app link down there so you can check out all the comedians on there. They are awesome. Definitely download it. It's absolutely free. And All their performances are archived, so you can go back and listen to any of them since the beginning of the app. It's pretty awesome. And the link to my other channel, Dave Does Cambodia, is down below because that's my main channel. And that's the one that makes me the money when people watch ads. Most of them don't. But still, I make a little bit every month. All right. Senglai. Say goodbye.
Bye.
One more time.
One more time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
You want to come over here? Say goodbye? She doesn't want to come over here. I was trying to get her in the picture. People love looking at Sing Live, but she's over there in the bed. Anyway, all right. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Don't shit your pants.